Last week, my husband came home and he parked into the driveway, and this guy on drugs just ran up to him and basically threatened to assault him. Anyway, as he was getting out of the car and walking towards the gate to shut the gate, this guy, young guy, he seemed to have been drunk or on drugs. He just approached him, like he just started screaming at him. And he was shaping up to him, saying, you want to fight, you want to fight, you want to fight. It was really, really loud, and I was inside the home and I could hear all this noise. And I looked out the window from inside the home and I thought, oh my God, he's going to attack my husband. Just this random guy, broad daylight too, like 3:15 p.m. on a work day, yeah. And I was terrified, and I had my little dog inside, and I just thought I can't just stay inside and allow this. So I tried to get out of the house, and I was trying to stop my dog from getting out, but she busted out. Anyway, thank goodness, as soon as I got out of the house and my dog, the crazy guy on drugs backed off and basically started walking out of the property. If my husband didn't handle this guy calmly, I don't know what would have happened. In fact, I don't know what would have happened if I didn't go out my home, but I just started screaming. The reason for this video is I bought some pepper spray. That's what it looks like. It's actual real pepper spray. I've had enough of feeling scared, I live in Northern Territory, a place called Darwin, and there is quite a lot of crime. To have someone come into your property and try to bash you when you don't know them and you haven't done anything wrong, and the person is, 6 foot tall, on God knows what drugs, young fella to really big guy. It really shook me and my husband. We were shaken up, and we had to get an extra security camera put up, and we decided, well, we're going to need some self-defense of some kind, apart from, I've got a baseball bat in the house, which I'll probably never want to use, because in Australia, the laws are, you just can't defend yourself. So anyway, going back to the pepper spray, it's only legal to possess and use pepper spray or OC spray in WA and the Northern Territory. I don't know why. It's just WA and Northern Territory. The Northern Territory government introduced this trial of pepper spray because basically so many Territorians just don't feel safe here anymore. It's kind of like just on trial. So, I'm taking advantage of that because I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe in my own area. There's just a lot of crime going on in Darwin and not just Darwin, heck, Australia. For me, buying this pepper spray, it just comes down to peace of mind. This little thing is small enough, I can put it in my pocket, I can put it in my handbag. I take this everywhere now, even when I go for a walk down at the park. I hope I never have to use it. But like a lot of people, I've become more aware of my personal safety. The laws are there to protect the criminals in Australia. It's pretty pathetic. Now, buying it is simple, but you have to go into a certain shop. I got mine from like a gun shop, You have to go in and have your driver's license or some sort of form of ID. You have to read out a whole list of basically rules or legislation, and you have to not be a criminal, basically, to actually be able to purchase it. So I had to go to an approved firearm dealer, show my photo identification, complete a buyer declaration form, which confirms that I don't have any relevant criminal history or court orders that would stop me from owning and buying it as a person. Yeah, because you can't just order it online or buy it from any old shop. Personally, I bought it because I need to protect myself, I'd rather have the option and never need to use it, right, than find myself in a situation like I was in last week where I've got nothing to protect myself, nothing to help protect my husband. I personally think pepper spray is better than anything else, really. what are you going to do? Wouldn't you rather use that to defend yourself than say something else? And yeah, when you have people actually on your property threatening to kill you or harm you, which is what happened the other day, like this guy was shaping up, and saying, do you want to fight? Do you want, and I can't go on because I don't remember the words, but he was so violent, so loud. He was just this random guy on drugs that was just about to just have my husband for breakfast. My poor husband is not a big guy. He's over 50 and I'm having to go outside, put myself in danger, and my dog was not meant to come out of the house. She just busted through. And I thought, oh my God, now what if my dog goes missing because the gate was open? And I just thought there and then, that's it. There goes my husband, and with bad shoulders where I can't do much with my shoulders. I wouldn't be able to do anything, So for me, it's the best decision I've made. But like I said, hopefully I don't have to use it. Hopefully my husband doesn't have to use it either. But don't we have a right to protect ourselves, especially if someone's coming into our home or our property and they're threatening to harm you? The way things are going at the moment in the Northern Territory where I live and the rest of Australia, I think we are all going to be able to need a way to protect ourselves. And I think that OC spray or pepper spray, whatever you want to call it, is the most gentlest way of protecting ourselves without doing serious harm. As long as you're using it for protection, as long as it's because someone's trying to attack you, I don't see why a person can't be able to protect themselves or their family. Anyway, what do you think? Do you agree with the Northern Territory's decision to allow this trial? Should more Australian states allow law-abiding people to carry pepper spray on them so they can defend themselves too? Anyway, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Peace, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.